Can you hear what the problem of this government? This one strike, where they go? If you don't look at very well, now one thing they complain. Why would they shut down the national grid? Why would they shut down the national grid? Why would they tell the people that are handling vital rules inside this country not to go to work? Why would they do this? Why would they do that one? The main argument at the national grid, they think they pay them. And that brings me to this question. This national grid, what do you talk about? Because normally this country don't get lights. But as they shut down the national grid, it can't be saying that the rich people, now then they complain past the politicians. Doesn't mean that now only them this national grid they feel, because us normally we know they get lights. So even when they shut down the national grid, nobody even notice them. So they shut down the national grid. Could it be that this national grid, all of them are crying about? If they give them light 247, only them, then the poor are in perpetual darkness. But let me allow you to hear the argument inside the House of Rep. And they take the talk. Yeah, shut down national grid. Why you shut down national grid? Oh, the people not to work. This one, that one. Help me watch the argument.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for yielding the floor. Let me echo some of the words of the minority leader. I think we need to take this one step further. I am in alignment with everything he has submitted. We actually have to criminalize the part where we shut down the national grid. Shutting down the national grid is killing the same people we are protecting. The primary job that we have is to protect lives and property. You cannot go under industrial action and kill people legally, because shutting down the national grid, that was just one too many. I'm sure a lot of people died in the past few days of shutting down the national grid. We have to criminalize that.
Granted, you can strike, but there are limitations. And this you can find in Section 13 of the Trade Union Act T14, Cap T14, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria. This section restricts strikes in essential services deemed vital to public safety and well-being. So when we as Parliament will stay and will say they acted well, even when they acted outside the provisions of our law, I don't think that is where the Parliament will want to align herself. Let me also mention that Section 31, subsection 6 of the Trade Union Act, as amended, prohibits workers and their unions from organizing or participating in strikes if they are engaged in the provision of essential services, which many of you have addressed here. The first schedule to the Trade Dispute Act, as amended, defines essential services broadly, and that includes 1, public service, includes service in a civil capacity in the armed forces and industries connected with the armed forces. 2, supply of electricity. This is our law. Supply of electricity, power, water, or fuel. Trade Dispute Act is very clear with regards to the areas they cannot extend their strike.
You don't see them. Ehe Basaranda national grid. Could it be that they are the only ones having lights? Because even when they shut down national, did you notice it? You were the watchman. You notice they shut down or they off national grid. You notice them. Oh, also here within that deputy speaker they talk. See, when you go to strike according to the law, there's some critical rules inside this country are not supposed to go on strike according to the law. So why force them to go on strike? He said the medical people. He say national grid NEPA. He say firefighters have been with, and the other ones will go. He say airport. All this is where they affect them. Now they call you. He say airport, local and international. Say they don't go on strike. You understand? But you know, can't call all your people. maybe you miss that one. You notice that everything where you call now, the thing where they affect them. You notice them. I'm gonna make I ask this question. On the normal, this airport people, they know they go on strike. No, let's just. I'm not talking about NLC now. On the normal, they don't get union where we say they will decide to go on strike. So why are they now complaining that they joined this NLC strike? Because on the normal, they go their own strike. Medical people, they toss now vitalism. Medical people, how many times have they gone on strike inside this country? On their own, no. Without NLC support, on their own they go on strike. Did anybody stop them? So why is this one an exception? I be strike, not be strike. Why are they complaining? Sam now. Airport, don't touch airport, don't touch airport. Because they know some of them they fly now. Who they earn 30,000 naira minimum way? If you fly, how much be flight ticket? They say they won't make a 62,000. With 62,000, can you fly? Now them they fly now. Now why did they complain? National grid, now only that the national grid they feed. I be national grid they feed you. That is why. Check all the argument everywhere. It's national grid. National grid. Airport. Airport. Don't touch our airport. Don't off our national grid. Leave it alone. Very soon now they go add. Oil people. Don't touch our oil. Oil people must work. They must not go on strike. Come on down. When you don't know 5 days, so that people will come up with a reasonable. People even propose 2,000. Less than 100,000. I mean, I said it the last time. Labor must not collect anything less than 100. It's not possible. They must not collect anything. Labor is even saying 250. And I stand with labor. We are asking for a living wage, not minimum wage. Something that you can pay bills with and still live comfortable, not even too and still manage yourself. You have house rent to pay. You have children to feed. Okay, let's even remove children. You have transportation to pay. You have feeding. You could go buy food. You go, wow. And then you go to 62,000, let them manage for 1 week. A day, they cannot. They spend more than that in a day. Then that is what somebody inside this country will manage for 30 days. Something that is less than $40. Are they not mad? National grid. National grid. Hey, that is the only argument they are making. See, we are coming back to that strike. Because they say after 5 days, if you don't reach any compromise, they will shut down. If I shut down everywhere, shut down national grid, airport, everywhere. Let all of us be bound here. No movement out, no movement in. Let us all die here. National grid. That's to tell you that now the national grid, now let me they feed. Now only that they get light. Others don't they get light. That's the proof. How you want make I take to come again? I'm going to say that later, I beg.
Imagine a country where its citizens get to enjoy the road without this. Imagine a country where unprecedented fuel scarcity does not cause panic at the filling station. That is why Innocent Vehicles has embarked on manufacturing environmental-friendly gas-powered cars while still offering comfort, luxury, and doggedness for the African roads. Innocent Vehicles, the pride of African roads.